decide to make changes at some point in our life. Maybe we want to lose a little weight or quit smoking or cut back on the alcohol use that we are using, or maybe we want to advance our education or study a little bit harder. So today we're going to talk about the process of change, the different stages that we go through as we consider change in our life. The first stage is pre-contemplative stage. That's when other people may think that there's a problem, but we don't see it as a problem. You know, maybe other people are saying, hey, you're drinking quite a bit now. And we're like, it's not that bad. You know, I can hold my liquor. And so we're not really in a place where we are willing to make a change, where they're willing to make a change. What's important is that we are able to move into the contemplative stage. That is when we start to think, maybe I do need to make a change. Maybe I do need to watch my diet a little bit more. You know, maybe when the doctor says my cholesterol's getting bad, maybe I need to do something about that. That moves us into the preparation stage. Preparation stage is when we begin to prepare for that change. Maybe we go to the doctor and talk to them about options about quitting smoking, such as patches or other supports. Maybe we start to look at what the schedule is for an AA meeting. Then we take action. So action is when we begin to start the change. It can be a small thing or it can be a larger thing. So for example, we may decide, you know, I need to get a little bit more healthy. Contemplation, preparation, looking at what are the options such as gym memberships and things. Action is joining that gym and starting to go. That leads us to maintenance. Maintenance is when we are engaged in that behavior and we're looking for ways of maintaining it. So for example, when I look at losing weight, I know that I can't just go without sugar completely. I have failed multiple times. So what I'm aware of is that I need to look for ways of reducing that intake. So instead of eating an entire batch of cookies, I now freeze them so that it's not as easy just to eat a bunch. I will pull them out and put them in the microwave a couple at a time. So it reduces the amount that I'm eating. Sometimes we have to struggle with relapse. Relapse is when we have a mistake, an oops. We drink that beer, we smoke that cigarette, we eat that cheesecake. When those happen, it's important that we get right back into figuring out the action and the maintenance. How do we go about that? Okay, so in this COVID pandemic, I've gained weight, as many other people have. So many of the things I was doing to maintain, I didn't. I was in that relapse. It doesn't do any good to beat ourselves up. That just causes us to be more depressed and to continue the behavior. Wow, I've gained weight, might as well have that other donut. Okay, instead, it's looking back and saying, what can I do? Another thing is that sometimes in the preparation, it can be a bigger or a smaller thing. So for example, when I'm working with someone to try and do better self-care, we may identify activities they used to enjoy but are no longer engaged in, and looking at getting back into doing those enjoyable activities. So let's take painting. One of the things that I may suggest is, why don't you just get out your paints and put them on the table or on the desk, wherever you're going to paint, and just leave it there. You don't have to paint, just put it out there. That's the start of a preparation. What oftentimes happens is, if it's out there, people usually come back and say, I painted, because it's convenient. And as they paint, then they begin to get into that routine, and they begin to look for ways that they can maintain it, putting aside time or setting aside time to be able to have that as an opportunity. Okay? Again, I want to stress with relapse, don't beat yourself up. just go back in and try it again. Each time we learn something new. Thank you.